All right. And take 4. This is the 4th time that I had to start this over again. I kept getting interrupted, and then a truck ran over a large bump right off the road here, and I heard horns blowing, and then there was a big garbage truck that came up behind me and blew horns as they were bagging out of the alleyway. It is funny to me. You all know I've been trying to get this out. I've kept saying that I wanted you all to know what I've been studying, and now that I finally get up the courage to try and tell you all the revelation that I've been getting, everything's happening. Okay, so I'm just going to say this in chill mode, and I'm going to pray that God gives me the words to say, okay? Because everything is in my head, and I know how I want to say it. I'm very good at researching and typing out papers and things like that, but this is the word of God, and I do not want to mess anything up. And I want you all to be able to hear how I hear it in my head, and how God brought it to light to me. It was like a light bulb went off. It's the story, one of the stories of Daniel, as he interpreted the dream of King Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, and what made me start to understand this was I was reading Psalm 91, the 1st chapter. Okay, he that dwelleth in the secret place. And I got to the secret place, and I kept saying, the secret place, the secret place. Okay, I keep hearing about the secret place. And then how God has hidden treasures. And that verse was in Isaiah. I thought I had placed, I have so many markers. Guys, I have hundreds of markers in this book. And I am just like, what is going on? Okay, here we go. Isaiah, after reading that, I jumped to Isaiah 45. I said, wait a minute, there's another part about secret. And that was in Isaiah, okay, 45th chapter and the 3rd verse, which says, and I will give thee the treasures of darkness. And then I had underlined, and hidden riches of secret places. I say, okay, there's the secret again. That thou mayest know that I am Lord, which call thee by thy name, am the God of Israel. I said, okay. So I started reading that part. And then I said, wait a minute. He revealed secrets. Daniel. We know that Daniel was also one to interpret dreams, just as Joseph was able to. But I was led to Daniel, which is the 2nd chapter. Now, just a little bit of background on that. I'm not going to go over the part, but what led up to it was when King Nebuchadnezzar had a dream. Okay, remember that? It's a very familiar passage in the Bible. He had a dream, and he was angry and incensed with all of these people that he had hired around him because they did not understand the dream or could interpret it. But we know that it was given by God, and only God can do that, right? So since they couldn't do it, he just got ticked off and said, okay, you know what? I'm off on all y'all. You know, what's the use of having you guys around here when you can't do what I tell you to do? So Daniel received word of it, and Daniel went to the captain. Okay, it says it to the captain of the guard, so we know that was the the military man, right-hand man. And he said, I need to see King Nebuchadnezzar, because I know someone. Give me a minute, give me a little time, give me a minute. I just may be able to help you out with that, right? So word got back to him, and he was led in front of King Nebuchadnezzar. So he said, okay, I'll give you a little time, but you better hurry it up, right? Because he was angry. So, okay. Remember when I said, so if my eyes divert, well, no, over to the right, that's because we have a walker. Okay, so whenever it's a little sketchy to me, I'm always watching. All right, so Daniel went home, right? He went to his house, and he told I always like to say three of his homies, three of his homeboys, all right? But he told three of his companions, Hananiah, I guess it's pronounced Mishael, and Azariah, about what had happened, what was going on. Now listen to this part, okay? This is when I started to really study. He went and got some prayer partners. All right? He said, we have some work to do. Because this king is ticked off. Nobody can interpret his dreams, but we know one who can, because we know where the dreams come from, right? So, because if you go down quickly to the 20th verse, he says, blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. Okay? This is the part that I really concentrated on, and it was the 18th verse. They inquired and desired the mercies of the God of heaven concerning this secret. Just that part right there. Just the first part. He went to his house and he grabbed his prayer partners so that they can go into deep prayer. And it specifically said, so that they would desire the mercies. They called on the God of heaven and asked for mercy. And it wasn't until then, in verse 19, the first word says, then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. And I wanted to really say about this part here. A lot of times what I've noticed is that there are a lot of people now on YouTube, on Facebook, on the gram, on Twitter, all this other stuff that's out, Snapchat or whatever, right? In between the wheat is the tare. So we have to be careful when we inquire of man to give us revelation of the things that only God can do. And that will only happen okay? Yes, there are true prophets. Yes, God still have prophets. Yes, he still have the real ones out here giving, the prophecies and things. But we have to be careful that we do not get so desperate that we turn our prophets into psychics, if I can use that word. Okay, because then we're starting to do divination and things of that nature, then we start to go into that area. About a month ago, I would say, I was watching a video of someone, and they were praying and praying, and then someone sowed a seed. You see it as it go up, and that seed said, "Give me a word. I need a word." We have to be careful that we are not desperate. We have to learn to pray in the wait. Okay? And it is so much easier said than done. You're talking to someone who's waiting on a couple of prophecies. Okay? That not only one was told to me, but that God revealed to me through several dreams. All right. So one thing that I will not do is sow a word to somebody and say, "I need a word now. Is it happening?" When God himself had already shown it to me. Okay. So Daniel went into deep prayer, and he didn't do it by himself. So that's another thing I wanted to convey. Daniel did not go into prayer by himself. He knew he needed help. He knew he needed help of intercessors. All he did was say, "I need you all to help me. Help me pray and ask for God's mercy." He knew who to ask. He knew who to ask. He said, we have to get in front of God. In front of God. So that I can find out what this is, because I need to know what this dream means. And the only one who can do it for me is God. So I need you guys to pull in here with me. Then it was only until after he went into sincere deep prayer, only then was the secret revealed unto Daniel. Okay, God has to know your heart. And he's the only one that knows your heart. I don't know your heart. God knows your heart. Okay? So, after that, I was led to 2 Corinthians. The 2nd chapter, and the 9th and the 10th verse. But as it is written, remember now, this is the New Testament. But as it is written. Remember when Jesus came out of his 40-day, 40-night fast and Satan tried to tempt him? What did he tell Satan? It is written. Okay? So you can't outdo God. You can't outsmart God. You can't do any of that. Nor can you do it to someone who is a true prophet of God, who is a true mouthpiece of God. Okay? Because the first thing they're going to do is take it to God. All right? So, but as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man. And then I underline the things the things which God what hath prepared. And when I read that again, because this is one of my verses that I've read maybe I would say like in June, back in June. And you know how you just read it, the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. Okay, hallelujah. You know, this time at 3:40 a.m. this morning, today, I said the things which God hath prepared. What is my video? My last video that I've done right before this. It's about preparation. And I said that the rooms have been prepared. And I thank you for that verse. That was right on time. When I read that verse, you don't know how happy I got. I kept saying, what is this? I know there's a verse for this, but the ones I was pulling up wasn't it. But that verse right there, thank you. Okay, so the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. You got to remember though, you can't read a verse and just stop. See what the next one above, well, see what the one above or the one underneath says. What is the first word, I should say, is of the next verse, which is the 10th verse. But connects whatever it was before it. But God hath revealed them. And in my Bible, them is italicized. So I was like, them. But God hath revealed them. What is them? Go back up to the 9th verse. Them are the things. God hath revealed the things. If you only read the 9th verse, you would think that everything is still secretive or still hidden and still, you know, in the deep treasures. No. God hath revealed the things that eyes have not seen nor ears heard. God hath revealed them unto us. How? By his Spirit. So they are revealed, but it is revealed by his Spirit. For the Spirit, I have to flip, searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of God. The deep hidden things of God. So yes, eye have not seen, ear hath not heard, nor have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him, but he does reveal them. And it is only by his Spirit. And you all always hear me say that everything is spiritual. You will always hear me say that. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. You have to stay in the Spirit. And I know that some of you all have been listening to my videos that I have put out, and that is one of the biggest things you hear me say. And that is why it is always pertinent that you stay in prayer. And you guys hear me say that as well. Okay, I am looking for come to me. Where are you? Because I want to literally read this verbatim. Psalm 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth, dwell, stay, live, sit in, linger. He that dwell in the secret secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Dwell. Stay there. Don't get moved by the things that you see. If God showed you something, dwell. Don't move. Stay there. Stay there. Okay? And I had written down, before I get off of here, because I see I'm at 20 minutes. I didn't want to go this long. But whatever it is that you're seeking can only be revealed through prayer. Those things that are in the secret place, the hidden place, the deep things of God can only be revealed through prayer. You have to talk to God, and you have to be sincere. Give it all to Him, all of it, whatever it is, all. Fall at His feet, bow in His presence. Okay, and throw yourself on His mercy. For what did it say in Daniel again? Daniel, it said that they would desire mercies of the God of heaven concerning this secret. And Daniel said, verse 22 and 23, and then I am done. He revealeth the deep and secret things. What did we just say? That the Spirit searches the deep things of God. See how that connects? The Spirit searches the deep. And now that's the New Testament. It searches the deep things. It is written already. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He, God, knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with Him. I thank Thee and praise Thee, O Thou God of my fathers, who hath given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desired of Thee. And I'm going to stop right there. I will put the verses that I went over. The Spirit searcheth the deep things of God. Okay, it searcheth the deep things of God. I think something just flew in my eye. I have my windows cracked. Okay, and the deep things can only be revealed by God. But you must first search out His mercies. Okay? So, with that being said, I pray that whatever it is that you are looking for, that you inquire of God, and that you come to God humble and in His presence, bowing in His presence, taking off your crown and throwing them at His feet. For He knows the desires of your heart, and He also knows how sincere you are. You can't get around God. You can't get around God. It will only happen in prayer. Whatever it is that you want Him to say to you, it will only happen in prayer. And He will answer. Keep coming. Keep knocking. Okay? Keep searching. Keep seeking. It'll come. Because if God said it, well, that's my daughter texting. She's in school. My last one is a senior. Yay! Okay? But keep knocking, keep searching. If He said it, if He said it, if God said it, then it shall, and it will come to pass. Okay? Ask God for patience. Tell Him to hold you while you're in the wait. All right. See you all in my next video. I'm going to do a little bit more reading on this. Ooh, that's kind of loud. I'm going to do a little bit more reading on this because that is how I meditate. Because I have some things that the Spirit needs to search for me. All right. And if I don't see you all before Sunday, I will be another year older. Yay! Thank God. Because you have no idea. Thank God I will be, what they say, double grace. Because they say 5 is grace. So I'll be double grace. 5. All right. See you all in my next video. Pray. Stay in prayer. Stay in prayer. Stay in His presence. Because the rooms, remember, have already been prepared. And they're waiting. He's bringing you out. All right. Bye-bye. God bless you all. Be safe. Have a fantastic weekend. And then it's a holiday Monday. Okay? Be safe. Yeah. Especially if you're driving out here. Be safe. Be conscious of those around you. All right? Because I want to see you back here. All right.